Hey everyone, it's Janice from sunny Southern California, and today I'm just here with a vlog because I think I told you guys what a stressful 2 weeks it's been for me. Now it's going on 3 weeks. So the reason that I'm all stressed out is because I don't like when people touch my stuff, and I'm a hoarder, and we had a flood at work and I had to clean up underneath my desk, which I had been hoarding for 8 years, and I had to clean the top of my desk. And then when I came to work on Monday, workers had moved all my stuff and put it into the center of my desk, which I understand why they moved it because they had to paint the walls, but still it was a very uneasy and anxious feeling for me to come into work this week and have all my stuff that I had so carefully placed on my desk moved and just thrown into a pile. And I know that people just think, well, it's just stuff. And yes, it is just stuff. It's inanimate objects, but I had worked really hard to throw away trash and to throw away, well, trash meaning like newspapers, magazines, papers that got wet. I had to throw away some yarn that I shoved under my desk. I had to throw away some shoes that got wet. So it's just been a really frustrating, anxious 3 weeks. So this is the way that I deal with it. So right now, another person wanted to know what I was knitting, and I am knitting a scarf, and it's brown, and it has these kind of polka dots, but they're kind of soft little, they call it soft little kernels of color. And I am knitting with size 15 knitting needles, and I'm just doing a garter stitch, which is just knit every row. Excuse me, I'm on my lunch break right now, and knitting has been keeping me calm because it's been an anxious 3 weeks for me. It's been embarrassing. It's been embarrassing for me to have my coworkers see the amount of stuff that I had, and then it was very tiring because I stayed after work and sorted through stuff, threw stuff away. Also, it was causing me, like I said, a great deal of anxiety. And so here's what I've been able to knit over the course of 2 days. And if I finish this in time, I'm going to enter it in the fair. So let me get the ball of yarn to show you what it looks like. This is what the ball of yarn actually looks like. And one of my friends gave me 2 balls of this because brown isn't usually my color, but I like knitting with this stuff because it's soft, and when you have your finished item and wear it around your neck, then it's really soft. And so I'm not like trying to teach anyone here what I'm doing. I'm just trying to show you what I'm making, because another person who watched one of my other videos said she wanted to know what I was knitting, and I'm knitting a scarf. So I use size 15 needles, and 15 is equivalent to 10 millimeters. I like to use pretty big needles, and this is, it looks like it's 2 strands of yarn held together, but that's the way the ball comes. And it's a novelty yarn, and it's fuzzy, and it's helping me to get over my anxiety without having to take medicine for anxiety. So this is the fuzziness of it, and it's gonna look like this, but it's a little bit longer. I think each ball of yarn was 38 yards of yarn. So 38 plus 38 is what? Oh my gosh, 60, 70, I can't do the math. See what happens when you're out of school for so long? I think it's 76 yards. So it's gonna be a really short scarf. And like I said, I'm probably gonna enter this in the LA County Fair. And I turned in my entry. And so I just have to either drop off my items or mail in my items. And I chose to mail them in. They want you, they meaning the LA County Fair, wants you to mail your stuff in by May 31st. It has to arrive there May 31st by 4 p.m. Or you can drop off your items on Saturday, June the 2nd from 8 until 5. But I'm already busy on Saturday, June the 2nd, so I'm going to send my items in. And they don't want you to use the United States Post Office either. They want you to use UPS, so I have to go to some place that has UPS and mail out my stuff this weekend so I can make sure that it gets there in time, because the deadline to get your entries in is May 31st. And then the fair isn't until, I believe the LA County Fair starts on August 31st. So this is what I'm doing to cope with the terrible flooding that happened at work. And since I'm on this stupid diet or lifestyle change, I'm not really eating much for lunch. Sorry, I play with my hair. It looks better this way. So I do this during lunch to help me calm down, because it's been really hard